Hello everyone. Welcome to video lectures on data mining and data warehousing, Module 3, Association Analysis. So now IS measure is an alternative. So alternative objective interesting measures. So IS is an alternative measures which has been proposed for handling asymmetric binary variables. So besides the measures we have described so far, there are things we need to handle with a pair of binary values. These measures can be divided into two categories. One is asymmetric and asymmetric measures. So here the value for pair of independent items, that is set A and B. So this is I as the measures independent of set A comma B equal to. So here, so the measures S of A comma B divided by root of S of A into S of B equal to A of S into S of B square root of A S of A into S of B equal to square root of S of A into S of B. So note that here IS is a large man interest factor and support of the pattern is large. So here for example, the value of IS for the word pair P comma Q and RS, which are we have taken in the previous table, that correlation value is 0.96 something, 0.28 with respectively that. So we have taken and 5 coefficient also we have calculated. So the IS measure suggests that the association between PQ is a stronger than R and S. So which agrees with what we expect from the word association in the document. So it is possible to show that so IS is mathematically equivalent to the cosine measure for binary variables. So in this regard, so we have a, so that is the contingency matrix we had discussed about P and Q. So where capital A and B is a pair of bit vectors A dot B product. So S of AB, the dot product between vectors, absolute value of A equal to root of S is the magnitude of vector E. So therefore this IS can be written as IS of the same formula can be used and we can take it as a cosine of A comma B. So the IS measures can also be expressed as geometric between the confidence and association rule extracted from a pair of binary values, that is IS of A comma B, that equal to square root of the following function, that is S of A comma B by S of A into S of AB by S of B equal to square root of C of, that is confidence of A comma B into confidence of B comma A. Instead of that support we are taking confidence. So because the geometric mean between two, the number is always closer to the smaller number. The highest value of an interest P and Q is low. So whenever on of it is the rule P implication to Q and Q implication to the low confidence. So even the limitations of that IS measure also, the independent sets, that is A and B is independent of that one. So we need to take on the previous formula S of A comma B equal to by root of A and 2s of B, support of A and support of B equal to support of A into support of B, square root of S of A into S of B, that equal to support of square root of S of A and S of B. So here, since the depends on S of A, B is the same similar problem confidence measure. But in the part alternative objective interesting measures, actually the consistency among the objective measure need to be considered. So what are the consistency among the objective measures we need to be taken? So there is a table, this table says that example of symmetric objective measure for the item set A comma B, capital A comma B. We are always taking the item set capital A comma B here. So given the wide variety of measure available, it is reasonable to question whether a measure can produce similar ordering result when applied to a set of association pattern. So if the measures are consistent, then we choose any one of them as a our evaluation matrix. So otherwise, it is an important to understand what their differences are in order to determine which measures is more suitable for analyzing certain types of pattern. So in this given, the measures, the bracket, symbol and their definitions. Correlation phi n into f of 1 1 minus f1 row 1 plus means row into column f plus 1 divided by so root of square root of f1 into f1 plus 1 into f0 plus and 2 f plus 0, and this is the regarding correlation most of the case we are going to use. In odd ratio, alpha will be taken f of 1 into f of 0 0 divided by f of 0 0 by 0 into f of 0 1, and kappa k that we have to take this n of f1 plus n of f00 minus f of 1 plus f of plus 1 minus f of 0 plus f of plus 0 divided by n square minus f1 of plus f of plus 1 minus f of 0 plus into f of plus 0. Interest I is I will be taken n of f of 1 by f of f divided by f of f1 plus and f plus 1. Cosine of is, this is will be taken as f of 1 1 by square root of f1 plus f of plus 1. So similarly, this is the PSRPO. So Pettis Shapiro PS will be taken as this formula. Collective strength S will be taken as this formula. Jacquard J, or we can take this formula, and all confidence H will be taken by minimum of this formula. So now here, in case of symmetric, asymmetric will be the different. Later we just move on to that properties of objective measures. So here there are the main properties. One is inversion property and inversion property, null addition property. Null addition property that will be taken by one more is scaling property and scaling invariance properties. So now we will see that first what do you mean by the properties of objective measures. So let us take that significant number of the measures which provides conflicting information about the quality of a pattern. To understand their differences we need to examine that properties of these methods. So among that, first one is inversion property. Consider the bit vector, in this diagram, uh, 6 point, this is the 6.28. Okay. The 0 bar 1 bit in each column vector, which indicates that, so whether transaction row contains a particular item contains row and column. Okay. If there is a bit vector 1 is there, the transaction item will be in the respective column, is has the true certain values, otherwise 0 is no transaction. For example, the vector A indicates that the item A belongs to the first and last transaction, whereas the vector B indicates that item B contained only the fifth transactions. So here first belongs to the small a here. Assume that it was P. B is the fifth item. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth item. So vector C and D are in the fact related to the vector A. Their bits have been inverted from 0 in case of absence. So here inversion property will be taking vector C, we are going to take in the absence of the particular part. Vector C and E are in absence of the inverse, because the vector A in the first item is present. So inverse will be taken here like this. Similarly, to the presence 1. So if the 0 is there, that we have taken, in the presence 1 we have to take. So similarly, D is related to vector B and F. So this D is related to vector B and F. Okay. The reverse we have taken 0 here, D is 1, this 0 and F is 0. So inverting their bits. The process of flipping the bit vector is called inversion. If measure is invariant under the inversion operation, then its value of the vector pair C comma D should be identical to its value of A comma B. The inversion property of measures can be tested. The definition of that inversion property is an objective measure M is a variant under the inversion operation of its value remains the same when exchanging the frequency count of F11 with F00, F10 and F01. The measures beyond the pair of binary variables. So here, so we are going to two items set or transaction rules. The example of three-dimensional contingency table. So multi-dimensional, the contingency table here, we are taking an example 3D contingency table for A comma B comma C in the below table. Each entry of f of I k j. So in this table represents the number of transactions that contain a particular combinations of A comma B comma C. For example, so f of 101 is the number of transactions that contain A and C but not in the B, because f of 101, 1 will be the A first bit, second bit B is not there and C is there, so 101, so which contains the here bit the contains A and C, the number of transactions A and C but not in the B. On the other hand, the marginal frequency such as the f of K f of A is the first frequency and such as f of 1 plus 1 is the number of transactions so that contain A and C is the respective of B which are present in the transaction. So in this example here, so where we have taken A bar and B bar is the contingency table and the respective C and C bar in this table. So these values f of n, f of 1 plus 1, number of transactions where we have taken here, number of transactions that contain A and C with respect to the B present in the transaction given K item set I of 1, comma, I2, I3, IK. The condition for statistical independence can be, we can calculate it as, so f of I1, comma, f of similarly I2, I3, IK. So that equal to f of I1 plus f of, uh, again we need to take plus into f of I2 or into f of plus I2 plus f of plus Ik divided by n to the power k minus 1. So with this definition, we can extend the objective of measures such as interest factor PES, which are based on derivations from the statistical independence to more than two variables. One is I and other one is P. Yes. So this is the regarding that I equal to, we can take it as n to the power k minus 1 into f of I1 into I2 Ik divided by f of I1 plus into f of I2 f of plus Ik. Then the respective PS will be taken at f of I1 into I2 Ik. So divided by n minus f of I1 plus again same the formula numerator will be taken into the same divided by n to the power k. So this is the one approach. So we have another approach is to define the objective measure is as the maximum and minimum or average value or the association between the pair of items in a particular pattern. For example, a given K equal to item set where capital X equal to I1, I2, I3 Ik. So we may define the null set coefficient for X is the average phi coefficient between the every pair of item I into P and I into Q in the set X. However, because the measures considers only a pairwise association, it may not capture all the underlying relationship within a respective pattern. So another thing in analysis, a multidimensional contingency table is more complicated because of the presence of partial association in the data. So for example, some associations may be appear or disappear when conditioned upon the value of certain variables. So actually this type of the problem we can call it as Simpson's paradox and it is described in the next section. Okay. So here almost all more sophisticated statistical techniques are available to the analyze such a relationship. For example, log linear models, but these techniques are beyond the scope of this task. We do not want to take much more on that. So this is about, this is the methods beyond the pair of binary variables. In such cases, how we can be taken into the point. So this is the two-way contingency in example. The table between the sales of high definition television and exercise the respective exercise machine. So where we can see that by HDTV yes or no condition, by all exercise machine of yes and no. So this is the HDTV of the particular yes 99 and the no case 81 total 180 and by exercise machine also the same thing here. The respective HTTV is 180 and exercise machine is this 153 and no case 147. When you take it, this is the example three-way contingency. Okay. For example, customer group will be taken college student and working adult. Okay. So in such cases, by HTTV yes no and yes no case that will be the certainly because 3D three-way contingency table we are going to take three-way. So here that will be coming under total 9. One is as no 9 but 10 is there instead of this college student. This is the one dimension is extra where we are taking and working adults. So like this will be taken. So now we will discuss one more measures of interesting factor. Third, last one is the Simpson paradox. Why? Because it is important to exercise caution when interpreting the association between variables because the observed relationship may be influenced by the presence of other confounding factors. That is, hidden variables that are not included in the analysis. In such cases, the hidden variable always may be caused to the observed relationship between a pair of variables which are disappear or reverse its direction. So a phenomena is known as Simpson paradox. So actually we will illustrate the nature of this paradox in the respective example. So that is a one standard example will be taken here. So consider the relationship between the sales of high definition HD TV and exercise machine what we had seen in the previous table. Here the rule is that HD TV is equal to S, which implies or implication to the exercise machine equal to S has a confidence of 99 by 180, that is 55%, and the rule HTTP equal to no implication to the exercise machine equal to S, which has the confidence of 54 by 120, that is 45%. So which we were together. So these rules suggest that the customer who buy so high definition television HD TV so are more likely to buy the exercise machine than those who do not buy the high day HD TV. So in the case that, however, a deeper analysis reveals that the sales of these items always depend on whether the customer is a college student or working adult. So in the previous table, we have summarized that the summarization of the relationship between the sales of HTTVs and exercise machine among college student and working adult that should be considered. So here notice that support count is given. So the support count is given in the previous table for the student and working adult sum up to the frequencies of table, the previous of table 6.9. Furthermore, a working adult or than college student who do not who buy this item for the college student, so that will be calculated as the college student who buy this item for the college student will be we can calculate it as. So this is the confidence of HDTV equal to S rule implication to exercise machine equal to S, that equal to 1 upon 10%. Similarly, confidence of HDTV equal to no implication to the exercise machine equal to S, then 4 by 34, that is 11, almost 12%. So this is for student. Now for the while working for adult, so confidence of HDTV equal to S, which implication to the exercise machine equal to S, 98 by 170, that is 57.7, almost 58 percentage. So C of HDTV equal to no and exercise machine equal to S, then 50 of by 86, that is 58 point percent one, that is almost 58%. So which says that the rules suggest that for each group of the customer who do not buy HDTV are more likely to buy exercise machines, which contradict the previous conclusion. So when the data from two customer group are pooled together, so even if alternate measures such as correlation and odd ratio or interest are applied, we still find that the sale of HDTV and exercise machine are or is positively correlated in the combined data, but it is negatively correlated in the stratified data. The reversal in the direction association known as a Simpson paradox. So actually, the paradox can be also we can explain in the following way. Notice that most of the customer who buy HDTV are working adult. The working adult are also the largest group of customer who buy exercise machine, because nearly 85% of the customer are working adult. So because of that, so working adult who buy exercise machine, because of nearly 85% are working adult, the observed relationship here between HDTV and exercise machine is turned out to the be a stronger in the combined data than the what we do have data to be stratified. So this is also be one of the A by B which are less than B, C by D and P by Q which are less than R by S. So this is the leading value will be calculated. So this is about the alternative measure of interestingness, that is the Simpson paradox.